everyone. Welcome to a very exciting virtual field trip to the Tulare Historical Museum. I am here with Executive Assistant Emily Engelsgaard. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Carol. It's so great to be doing this with you guys again.
Yes, I'm so excited. And what's even extra exciting is that the museum has reopened. And so we really want everyone to know who's watching this that you can go and see these items in person and visit Emily and ask her your questions if you have any. So, but we also know that a lot of people are still staying home. And that's fine too. So we're happy to provide this virtual field trip. And just going to take a moment to share my screen because Emily has made a wonderful video that is on your website, correct?
Yes, it is.
Right.
It is.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, Emily.
All right. So the inspiration for this first exhibit since we have been opened has been two things. One, the upcoming 2021 Tokyo Olympics. And the second thing is just Bob Mathias and what a major symbol he is to Tulare and to the museum. We have such an extensive, we practically have his whole life here at the museum. Everything that he's ever owned throughout his whole career, being a student at Tulare Union High School, his time in both Olympics, his time in Congress, his movie career, at the Olympic Training Center. We have it all, and enough to give you not only our main Bob Mathias exhibit, but a second rotating Bob Mathias exhibit. And that's what I wanted to bring to you all since we've been open. So welcome you to come down to the museum and check it out, and we'll get started here at the video. So the first part of Bob Mathias's life that I really wanted to touch on was his younger time, his time at Tulare Union High School. You would think this strapping young man would be just really in shape, and he wasn't. He had anemia as a child, and he didn't have a lot of energy, and so he really took the time to better his body and better himself. And he watched what he ate, he exercised, and he participated in several sports. We can get going with the video, Carol.
Absolutely. And that really surprised me. My grandfather was the same way. When I found out he had been very sick as a child, but he always seemed so athletic to me.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It really goes testament to the era, I guess. Mm-hmm. His father was a doctor too, so that kind of helped.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a lot of memorabilia here. He was on the Face of Life magazine. Oh, this is really cute. His mom made so many scrapbooks.
Wow.
And cut out all the little clippings and that he was mentioned in, not only for his track stuff, but also he played basketball, he played football, and really just kind of kept all the memorabilia together. And that's what we do here at the museum. We keep the memories alive. And here you'll see another scrapbook that him and his brother did. They collected milk bottle caps. And this is all of Tulare milk bottle caps. And they did all throughout the state of California, which I thought was super cute. And, that's just kind of like a hometown thing that you would think that we do. Farming and, dairies are very important to Tulare.
Absolutely. I think it is National Dairy Month. So
there you go. It works. Like I mentioned, he went to Tulare Union High School. The track over there is aptly named after him. Another funny story, which you'll see here on this slide, is his coach suggested he try the decathlon, and he said, well, what's the decathlon? And I don't think his coach could even name off all of the different, events in a decathlon for him to even do. But, he said, okay, I'm going to try it. And he did. And he won 2 Olympic gold medals as a result of that.
Amazing.
Yeah. It just goes to show the perseverance of this one man who really inspires us, continues to inspire us all. He went to the 48 Olympics in London and the 52 Olympics in Helsinki, which, thinking about us now in 2021, was so long ago.
Yeah.
But you can still connect to his story. You can connect to his perseverance. You can connect to the effort that it took, while he was there. He's 17 years old when he went to his first Olympics. Imagine that.
So
young. And he broke so many records. He became the youngest men's winner of an Olympic and track field event. Wow. And it took a long time for his records to be broken too.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And it's just so interesting looking through all the different newspapers that we have here at the museum mentioning Bob Mathias wins, Bob Mathias, Bobby the Champ, the different parades that we threw for him here in the town. He got a lot of different recognition. You'll see the different trophies that'll scroll through the screen from different organizations. He made it into the National Track and Field Hall of Fame, the Northern California Hall of Fame for track and field. And we just love putting those on display and having people see, how he got recognized throughout the years.
Absolutely. We have our Olympic room has a large collage of photos of him in it. So
yeah. And there's just something about the Olympics that when we're in an Olympic year that just makes you feel so much more connected to your hometown, because you might have local people. Like this year we have Richard Torres Jr., boxing champ, who is hopefully going to bring us home a gold medal. It makes you feel connected to your state and most importantly to your country. And I think with the last year that we had, it's definitely needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here you'll see the different track and field Hall of Fame recognitions that he got. And we have quite a few Bob Mathias items for sale in our gift shop.
Wow.
A little plug here. We have several books, a couple DVDs, some of his playing cards. And that poster there has to be the most valuable thing, I think, to me, because it's signed by so many different recognizable Olympians.
Oh my gosh.
In addition to Bob Mathias, you have a lot of both winter and summer Olympians. And let's see if anybody can, name any that they recognize.
Yeah. I'm looking at the swimmer in the corner. Is that Mark Spitz?
Mark Spitz, yep.
Yeah, that's my family's very into swimming. In fact, I have a nephew who was able to go to the Olympic trials the last time around. Yeah, it was very exciting. Oh, this is really cool. So is this a poster that is on display or that is on sale?
Oh, this is on display.
Okay, I got confused with the sale items.
This is an original. It's signed by all these different Olympians, and including Bob Mathias in the middle left there.
Wow. Oh yeah, I see him. So cool.
And we have this really neat comic book strip of him, hand drawn by someone I believe in Los Angeles, I believe.
Okay, it's really good.
Yeah. All of the kind of off the beaten track items that we have are in this display, which are still a good testament to him. These are really cool. These are all the gifts that were presented to Bob after he won the Olympics. He went on a whirlwind trip around the world And he was presented with all these different gifts through many different countries. You'll see, Africa, African mask right there. You'll see Singapore. You'll see Norway, and different trophies that he got presented, different gifts that he won from doing certain events, a spoon set, a grooming kit, and he kept them all. And I think they're really neat to look at. A lot of them are tributes to him, and a lot of them are just tributes to their country.
I love it. I think that's an amazing display, and it's something that you don't necessarily always think about with our Olympic athletes, is what they get to do afterwards.
Yeah, all the different gifts that they get from not only their country, but other countries.
Yeah.
So after Bob won his second Olympics, he retired from sports and he decided to go into the movies.
Which is amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah. He starred in his own story, the Bob Mathias story. Him and his wife played themselves. He also starred in a Roman kind of movie called The Minotaur. And if you look up the trailer on YouTube, it's very gripping.
Okay.
For the 60s. And then after his movie career, he jumped into Congress, and he made a lot of connections. He was very involved with the presidency of Richard Nixon. You'll see, if you pause it here,
oh, yes,
you'll see different correspondence that he had with many notable people in our government at the time. You have J. Edgar Hoover for the FBI. You have Richard Nixon, president. You have Governor Ronald Reagan. You have Gerald Ford before he was president. You have Zumwalt there in the bottom right corner when he was in the Navy, another local Tularian. And it's just, he made a lot of impacts on a lot of people, even our government.
Yeah. And that's amazing that you have those documents.
Yeah. Like I said, we literally have his whole life.
Wow.
After he left left Congress, he went on to become the director of the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. He didn't stop. What more can this guy do? He did.
Right.
And so we have a little testament to that there, because he went on to inspire future Olympians as well. And I think it's a great display, and I really hope people find the time to come down to the museum, get out of the heat. It's very cool down here, and it's plenty of room to social distance if you're still worried about COVID, and check out what we have. There's a lot of new small changes to our main exhibit hall that we've kind of snuck in for you guys to see. Hey, we've been taking the time finding hidden treasures. In addition to our rotating gallery, we have a new room we like to call the Vault.
Okay.
Yeah. It's put together by our president of our board, and just pieces that he came across in our back storage room that he's like, hey, this hasn't been on display ever or in X amount of years, and I want people to see it. And because he's all about wanting people to see more of what we have, because we have so much, and we're very limited on room. So,
I think that's really important to let the public know, because even my own mother said, oh yeah, I've been there. And I said, well, when was the last time you went?
Yeah.
And she couldn't even remember. So she is planning a trip to come soon. I'm not sure when she'll pop in there, but just because I let her know you have so many items, it's not always going to be the same things on display. So
exactly. And that's what we really strive to do, is keep it moving, keep it changing,
Mhm.
keep it fresh, especially after being closed for a year and a half. We don't,
Exactly.
we don't want it to be the same old museum you saw in, April 2020.
Exactly. And we're so fortunate here that you also have a display here in the library.
Yeah.
And that is full with some wonderful items. I love that record player.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And that also will rotate here. So we're so happy to have this partnership with you. And I'm so excited that you reopened. And I
Yeah.
really appreciate the time that you spent with us today.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
sure people will enjoy that.
Thank you so much, Carol, for having me again. I love doing this, and I love the partnership that we have with you at the library.
Yeah, great. Well, so one last question. I know here at the library things have been changing quickly, and currently we are at 50% capacity, which we haven't had to turn anyone away. We haven't, even with we've had some in-person events as well, some story times and Lego events and book clubs. We have one tonight. But so I just want to encourage people to come because we're not anywhere near the 50% capacity. So, but it is getting a little busier. The other thing is that we have a mask requirement if you're not vaccinated. So if you're vaccinated, you're welcome to come on in without the mask. And that's just currently,
Yeah,
again, things are changing constantly.
yeah.
But what is it like at the museum? Are masks required or?
Currently, masks are not required.
Okay.
We just recommend social distancing.
Mhm.
Obviously, don't touch anything. Sanitize your hands. We have hand sanitizing station at the front, so you can sanitize before and after you come into the museum.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and if anybody feels uncomfortable, they're more than welcome to wear a mask.
Exactly. Yeah, that's sort of where we're
And
at too.
our staff here is prepared to put on a mask if they
Mhm.
need to, if people feel uncomfortable that we're not wearing masks.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're just trying to still keep safe but still try to go back to normal. So it's a tough balance.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I didn't quite hear, do you have any restrictions on the number of people that can be in the building or is it um
Uh, I don't think we have a set restriction.
uh-huh.
We just opened last Thursday,
Yeah.
so still people are still kind of getting the word out that
Okay.
we're reopened. But we've never had a problem in the past with too many people
Okay.
in the museum on a regular day.
Mhm.
We're still kind of formulating future events as well as fundraisers.
Mhm.
So those will probably be more restricted depending on when we do it.
Yeah.
But as of
Yeah.
now, no restrictions here at the museum. Everyone is more than welcome to come.
Excellent. Well, again, just thank you so much. And I'm so excited and so happy that the museum's back open.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.